Welcome, goddesses. So excited to have you here for the Sacred Earth Yoni meditation. I'm so excited to bring this transmission. It's something that's been brewing in me for a long time. Basically, with this understanding I awakened to not so long ago that we are actually of the earth. Like, we are earth beings. We are made of her and all of her elements. And as women, we have a very unique and special connection because basically no life on earth would exist without us to give birth to it and to her. So we have the honor of being a sacred portal for the earth and for the divine. And I want to offer a little meditation today for us to connect to this divine channel that we are and work with this connection to the earth to really bring in light and groundedness. So I'd like to invite you, first of all, to make a seat that's really comfortable for you. Comfort is the most important if we want to connect. So if you've been sitting a lot already, maybe shake it out first, release some stagnant energy so that you can really come into a comfortable resting position. Sitting upright is preferable. If you need pillows behind you, that's great. Hey, Georgia. So we're going to start to take some deep breaths. Close our eyes. Go inside and start to deepen in with the breath. You can make some sighs or some sound. As you're relaxing into yourself. And basically, we're going to descend from the mind into the body. Deepening our awareness into our body and noticing any emotions or feelings from the day that might be there within us. Just acknowledging them, thanking them for being there, thanking the emotions for being our teachers, showing us our truth, as hard as it may be sometimes. And on the next inhale, we can really gather up all of those emotions, and on the exhale, send it down into the earth. We want to clear our channel and just with so much gratitude, send everything back into the earth. She is always here as our support. And she will always take anything from us that we don't want or need. So coming into this still connectedness, let's activate that ground so we can move our seat, our cheeks aside if we need to really come into that like rooted position and feel the support from our own bum onto the earth, feeling that round juiciness, that home that we've been given to rest in, that home that is like the earth, round and perfect as she is. And from that connectedness to the earth, let's just bring awareness now into our yoni. And noticing any movement that might arise or awaken as your attention shifts to your yoni. Yoni is in Sanskrit for vagina, and it symbolizes the divine feminine, the feminine force of creation in body. So if we'd like, we can put a hand there. We can just acknowledge if there is any movement, if there is numbness, everything is okay. Everything is perfect. We just want to bring awareness to our sensations with acceptance, with acknowledgement, with love, and start to really honor our yoni for the gateway that she is. for she is the gateway that all life births into this world. She is our sacred gateway, our gatekeeper, and we want to honor her and just acknowledge her own wisdom and her own natural movement. And if we'd like, we can even apologize to her for any times maybe we weren't so connected to her or weren't so in tune to her needs and desires. Just acknowledging that there's this relationship between us and her, and she does have her own natural timing and intelligence. And then on the next inhale, we can just bring awareness to the lower half of our body. So from our belly down, we can put a hand on our belly and basically bring awareness to the lower chakras. And as we breathe in, let our belly soften and release. This is our power center, our emotional center. From here, we have all of our intelligence to create and to connect, to take care of ourselves in this body. And it's also the home for our womb. The womb, which is a cosmic portal. Literally, it brings souls from other dimensions into this earth, into earthly form, into human body. And let's just acknowledge this potent power that we carry as women, the cosmic portals that we are. And softening into that, smiling into that inner knowing of our deep, deep connected wisdom. In the next inhale, we can come up to our hearts. Placing a hand on our heart if we wish, noticing the heartbeat, noticing the natural rhythm, noticing how it beats completely on its own. And let's acknowledge the wisdom of the heart, the knowing of our divine uniqueness, our completely unique piece and part of the whole, and the wisdom that each of us have our place in this weaving of the one great heart, the great heart that weaves itself through us as humanity, as earthlings. Earth herself is a heart being. She has a frequency of love, and this is why we are beings of love. This is why the heart is the center of everything. This is why we come here to live and create. We do it for love. So let's smile into that and acknowledge the wisdom, this intelligence that is beyond the mind. And give thanks that we can sink into that heart knowing when we have the chance to relax the mind and come deeper into the body, using the breath as our tool for inner connection and inner resource to this depth of knowing. And on the next inhale, let's come up to the third eye, that central focus point right above and between the eyebrows. The eye of inner awareness, the point of central focus, the ability to see from the beyond, the ability to awaken from the divine mystery of the unknown and the unseen. Let's breathe into that and bow to the sacred mystery and our connection to it all. And on the next inhale, let's come up to the crown. Let's imagine that crown of light sitting on our heads, connecting us to Source, our unique connection and stream of life force. We can use our hands to put a crown on our head if it supports. Make some symbol to activate that crown. Feeling enlightened by our own connection, knowing we can connect at any point. Remember that we are always connected to source and grounded, supported by earth, to remember this connection. And on the next inhale and exhale, we can bring our hands down and soften once again into that grounded seat, feeling that support, feeling that connection to earth. Now that we've cleared and activated our sacred channel, we're going to start to move energy from the earth up through our centers, breathing through our yoni. So we can just now tune into the power of our ability to move and direct energy with our intention and attention. So first we're going to take a really short sip of air from the earth like this. We're going to sip it up into our sacral chakra, like right below the belly button, and then squeeze our yoni and just hold it there in this focused point. Hold it, and then exhale and release. Send it back down to earth. And then we're going to do it again. Sip up the air, this time into the power center. And squeeze our yoni, squeeze that Muladhara root chakra. Hold the air, hold the energy into our power center. And then exhale and send it down again to earth. Release. And we're going to do that again, bringing it up with a longer sip into the heart. Squeezing that Muladhara chakra, holding the energy in our heart, letting it swirl, letting it activate, keeping that power inside. And when we're ready, we can soften, release, send it back into the earth. Next time, we're going to bring it up into the heart again with one long sip. Squeeze the yoni. Sip again up into the third eye. And hold, 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 hold. We're building power, focusing this energy and pulling it up into our third eye. Holding it, and when we're ready, we can release. Sending it back down into the earth, softening, remembering that connection. And again, we're going to do it this time into the heart, into the third eye, and then again out the crown, squeezing, holding, holding, letting all that energy channel upwards and out. We can use our arms above us to make this channel, sending the light from the earth up and out, feeling that connection, feeling resourced, feeling aligned, feeling emptied. And then exhale and soften. We can keep our arms up. Just noticing the energy moving inside, noticing this flow of life force that we can activate on our own. Exhaling, softening down. This is something we can do many times, and now I'm noticing my body actually wants to start swirling. Maybe your body wants to move also. Once we ground down and open these channels, sometimes the body wants to move, and we should let it. This is the force of Shakti. She's a dancer. She's not a sit-still meditator. She can be sometimes, but not only. And I just want to invite you guys to check in how you're feeling. Were you able to really connect and really feel the energy? Do you need a few more rounds of that to really feel the power and potency of how you can send energy through your body with your attention and intention? And this body is just a sacred vessel that is of the earth and connected to source, and we can really tune in and activate our unique purpose if we can clear ourselves, clear our mind, drop into the earth, and really allow that breath and energy to move through us. When we empty ourselves is actually when we come into full alignment. And this is another beautiful thing about the mystery of the divine feminine, that we are the void, we are the womb, the nothingness from which all creation can spark forth. So how can we activate this nothingness in us to then come into our divine inspiration and divine creation? Thank you so much for tuning in. I want to just invite us to give our hands together and come into a humble bow, feeling gratitude for our hearts, for the braveness of us as women to walk our path during these unknown times, and knowing that when we're truly plugged into the earth and connected to our heart, then we're really living our intention and our purpose as women, birthing forth a new loving way for the earth. And let's remember, we always have our Yoni as the sacred connection to earth. She's like the lips that allow us to kiss the earth and know that connection and know that portal that we are. So honored to be. And I honor the unique divine creation every single one of you are, and I would love to see how you're channeling your unique connection to source. Thank you so much for joining, and share with me in the comments what happened for you, or feedbacks, how you would like it to be different next time. I'm really open to exploring this practice with you guys.